immigration has been a controversial topic in the United States throughout the Gilded Age, Progressive Era, and even today. So let's find out what they have to say about themselves. Hello everybody, I'm Detective Moran, and today we're going to be learning about immigration.
Hi, I'm the Gilded Age. I'm Progressive Era, duh.
Go.
I'm Immigration Today. The Gilded Age lasted from 1870 to the 1900s. Why am I still here?
So, Gilded Age, can you explain the random swell of immigrants?
Actually, a wave of foreign immigrants entered the country. They were lured by higher wages and better living conditions. During this time, immigrants grew with workers coming from Eastern and Southern Europe. Cities were overcrowded and many immigrants lived in poverty. They were able to find jobs in textile mills, slaughterhouses, and construction crew in the large cities. It made a huge labor force. It's true.
I don't know, I'm not sure about that. Not quite buying it. So, the immigrants have a connection with the random boost of economy? Explain.
Well, yes, the huge labor force helped the United States economy thrive. The big railroad business that reached all throughout the country created an export-based economy.
So, you tell me, Gilded Age, were there any downsides to this? Explain!
Actually, immigrants faced overcrowding. The population just kept growing. There was inadequate housing and water, very poor sanitation in the workplace, and new diseases.
This is my time now. Okay, so you tell me, how did you respond to these problems in the Gilded Age?
So, the big idea was to create bigger government regulation over businesses and economy to fix the huge gap between rich people and corrupted monopolies and the other end of population, the poor people. Labor unions formed, and they were very active in the progressive politics. They fought back against the bad ideas of immigrants.
So, how else did you respond to the big problems that individuals were suffering with?
So, we responded by focusing more on individual people. So there was more regulation, caused the workers to be more taken care of and more focused on. Labor unions also worked on fighting back against the harsh work conditions for laborers. There were places that were providing immigrants with food, clothes, job training, and educational classes.
So, tell me, are there still any problems with immigration today?
Well, first, when coming to a new country, obviously navigating life in a new language when leaving your country, uprooting your life, and everything you know is already hard enough. But to start a new country that speaks a completely new and different language adds another challenge. The language barrier for immigrants is one of the biggest challenges that they face because all of the other things like finding a job and buying food becomes a lot more difficult. Also, access to healthcare. Everyone deserves access to healthcare no matter where you come from or who you are, but unfortunately, immigrants have a lower access rate to medical care from or who you are, but unfortunately, immigrants have a lower case because it usually comes with a hefty price. Lastly, employment opportunities can be hard to find, especially if you're new to the area and you don't have people around to help. This is also where the language barrier comes into play because it's a challenge to communicate professionally in a new language.
Next! So, tell me, has immigration evolved in any way since the Gilded or Progressive Era?
Immigrants were seen as a problem, like they were trying to take people's jobs, and that is the same today. Immigrants also make up a big part of the workforce today, and they still face prejudice and language barriers.